Hey, this is Sarge here at C4 Defense, and today we're going to talk about my C&H Precision Weapon Systems Glock V4 military and Leo plate. I went ahead and upgraded to the plate, and while I was at it, went ahead and threw a Trijicon RMR in there. Let's go ahead, try it out. See if we can get that big one. Oh my gosh, who'd have thought? Got the big one. How about that little one? Yep. See if we can get the head of the static target. Maybe the head of that one. Head of that one. Yep. Love this RMR. Now, if you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that I switched from a Glock 19 to a Glock 45. And I was watching some videos the other night, and I came across the C&H Precision Weapon Systems video on how to install their V3 plate, which you can see right here. And I got to looking, and they had a V4 plate that was upgraded, and it just, I'd had some people tell me about them, and it just made sense. So before I show you the differences in this one, let's go back 2 days and check out the Trijicon RMR on the stock Glock MOS plate. All right, here we are 2 days ago with the RMR installed on the Glock 45 with the stock Glock MOS plate on it. As you can see, there is a huge gap between the front and the rear of the optic and the plate, or the optic and the gun. You can see it from the top, and that allows the gun to move back and forth. When I decided to upgrade to the RMR, which last time you saw this gun, it had a Holosun 508T on it, which I do love, but if you'll take a look at my Instagram post from the 4th of July, you'll see the new home for that 508T. So I wanted to go with the RMR, and when doing this, I had heard about the C&H Precision Weapon Systems Glock plate from a few different friends. I hadn't investigated it. I did a little research, and I watched this video right here on how to properly install one, and I was sold. It's gonna take up all that gap, but hey, let's go ahead and take a look at it installed, and I'll tell you the differences and basically what you should come to expect with one. That was weird. So, like I said, the C&H Precision Weapon Systems plate, it takes up all that space right there. So there is no, see, it's all the way back against the back of the gun right here. The plate fits inside the area that's already milled in the Glock, and it bolts down securely. If you follow their instructions, like I said in that video on how to properly install one, you won't have any issues. And like I said, it takes up that space, and then in the front, theirs doesn't allow any front to back room. When I put this RMR on there, you actually just kind of had to tap it down into place, and all these screws do. Now it's got some posts in the front, and they're a little better tolerance than the MOS plate is, so that's a plus, so there's less movement there. And then it has these T-posts in the back where the screws go in that act as 2 more posts. So this has 4 points in contact, where the MOS plate only has 2. So these screws, all they do is just hold it down. The posts are hold it from going side to side, front to back, and the screws just hold it down. And the other thing you'll notice is that this is just as wide as the RMR. So when you put an RMR onto a Glock MOS, a lot of people don't realize this, and it's not the most advertised thing, but you have to buy the Trijicon RMR plate, which really is just a really thin piece of metal, and it bolts under this. They give you a different set of screws. That's so this RMR, the gasket that's under it, will seal. It has something to seal against. If you put this directly onto a Glock MOS without that little plate, it's not waterproof. It doesn't quite seal. I mean, it might be water resistant in case it just took a quick dip, but it is not waterproof. So you definitely have to do that, but this takes up the place of that. So not only do you get a more secure platform, you also don't have to spend another 20 bucks on a RMR plate from Trijicon. So pretty good value, and it seems to be solid as a rock. Let's go ahead, put a few more on target. And if you haven't watched any of the C&H Precision Weapon Systems videos, I highly suggest it. Great sense of humor, great bunch of guys, boom squad, a very Christian Pro 2A shooting group. So go ahead and check them out, hashtag boom squad. And like I said, this thing is spot on so far. Let's go ahead, shoot a couple mags through it, make sure it doesn't fly off and make me a one-eyed pirate. So here we go. Yeah. Now this, let's see if we can get the head of the one to the right. Oh, I missed it barely. What am I doing? Huh, I got it. I guess I need to concentrate on what I'm doing. Some of these are a little hard to see because I painted the targets black because it shows up when you hit them because of the steel that's underneath. So it just takes some, in the situation like this, shooting light to dark, it is a little difficult sometimes. But with this mountain behind it, half the time you're back here, it's in the shadows anyway. But let's go ahead, see if we can draw and fire and get 17 on the static target in more of a self-defense scenario and make sure this plate doesn't move. Let's go ahead and try it out. Looks like we got them all on there. I could have brought it in just a little bit if I was trying to get them a little tighter group, but I was more interested in getting some on target. So, like I said, C&H Precision Weapon Systems, Glock V4. That thing is getting hot. Glock V4 plate. Check them out. See you on the range.